It is truly the stuff dreams are made of. Portland is now one win away from a trip to the Little League World Series. They advanced to the New England Regional Final after a win over Massachusetts yesterday.
Yeah, final score was 7-1. This comes after a 2-0 win over Salem, New Hampshire on Saturday. Joining us now live from Bristol, Connecticut, side of the regionals, is one of the coaches for the Portland All-Stars, actually the manager. And how about this? He's actually a former photographer at CBS 13 and Fox 23. I've known her for years. This is Brian Bouchard. Brian, first we get going, why don't you introduce a couple of the guys you have with us, a couple of the players.
Yeah, how you doing, Jeff? Good to talk with you. So on my right is our right fielder and catcher, James Minervino. Also our three hitter, so a good hitter in the lineup. All of our hitters are good in the lineup. And then Wesley Carlson is our left fielder. You may have seen him make a couple of diving catches in this tournament, and he's been a great fielder out there all season, as well as a big bat for us.
Yeah, Brian, did you ever think when you started practice during the regular season back in March that come August, you'd have this team, an all-star team, this close to going to Williamsport?
Absolutely. I mean, of course. No. I mean, we had it. We had a goal to get here. It was a long-term goal, and we had a bunch of short-term goals in between. And we just kind of played it one game, honestly, one inning, and then one game, and then one tournament at a time. But in the back of our minds, yes, this was a goal to get to. Did I think we were going to get here? Yes and no. The kids are certainly talented enough to do it. It was just a matter of putting the hard work in and being consistent and, getting these kids to a place where they could compete with the best.
Well, when you got the final out yesterday, what was going through your mind and the players' minds?
Well, I'll speak on it quickly. I was just excited for the kids. They've worked so hard, and I knew they could do it. I've been fully confident in these guys the whole time that we've been playing. So I was just happy and a little relieved, but I knew they were going to pull it through. But I don't know. What did you guys think?
I was glad that we won and don't have to play another game to get there. But we still have to win the next game, so I was happy, but still focused on the championship.
Yeah, same with me. I mean, I'm a little nervous for on Thursday when we either have to play one of the top teams in this tournament that we have beat, but they were both very close in the beginning.
Hey, guys, I want to ask you this. What has been the key to this team so far? You win the state tournament 1-0 over Wyndham. Then you beat Salem 2-0. You beat Mass 7-1. I mean, that's one run in 18 innings. Has it been pitching or something else that has nothing to do with X's and O's? What do you think?
David Rank, whenever he pitches, he can go the whole game and always has one of the best games he can.
Yeah, agreed. David has been key for us. And our defense has been top notch. We've been locked down the whole time. It may take us an inning or two, but then we end up starting to get our bats to the ball more.
And for folks who don't know much about the Little League tournament, can you kind of explain really what it is and the all-star concept of it?
So we have town teams, and then the best players from those teams go to the all-star team for each town. And then we have districts, which is part of the state. Then we have states, and then regionals.
Yeah, yep. States is the best city from the best city from each part of Maine. And say you win that, then you would become Maine, and then you would go to the regionals down here in Bristol. And say you win that, then you would go to Williamsport and represent New England.
Yeah, and Brian, why don't you explain to the folks that you have to go through a selection process. Do you guys, they have the coaches that pick the players, or the coaches on the other team pick the All-Stars? How does that go?
So in our little league, what we do is we had 7 teams in the regular season. So all 7 managers, for better, lack of a better term, rank the players. So it was kind of a selection by committee to get the roster. It was a very difficult decision. There's a lot of good ball players in Portland, so it was a very tough team to get on in the first place. And then after that, we got the team formed, 12 kids. Started practicing right away, the next day or two. and then just practiced for about 2 weeks straight until districts. And then as soon as that tournament started, we play through that. As long as you don't lose, you have a pretty, smooth path through the tournament. You play about once every 5 or 6 days, so you can rest your pitching. So the better you play, the easier the path is to get through. And then that carries on, same format in the state tournament. Now here at Bristol, it's a modified double elimination. So we're in the championship, so we are now in a winner-take-all game. Whereas in the previous 2 tournaments, you get a double elimination. So it's a little bit different here, but we're confident, we're ready to play. We can win the game and move on.
Such an exciting time for you guys. We wish you the best of luck, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, I know that's Brian, also James and Wesley. And Brian, we've known each other for a long time. I am so happy for you. And also, I'm a little jealous, too, that you have a chance to go to Williamsport.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, and yes, I miss all my buddies back at WGME. You guys have been great covering this ride. David, you guys on the morning show here. And yeah, we really appreciate all the support from you and the whole community.
Yeah, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way.
All right. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.